Alright, guys. Now, Young Boys have just beaten Manchester United by 2 goals to 1 on the opening night of the Champions League this season. And I mean, what a result for Young Boys, and what a terrible result for Manchester United. It started off all right. A brilliant ball by Jadon Sancho to find Cristiano Ronaldo, and as with all of Cristiano Ronaldo's goals so far this season, it was a little bit of questionable goalkeeping. This one we can sort of let off because he nearly did save it, and it was quite close range. But Ronaldo sort of put it straight at the keeper, but the keeper let it slip through. He couldn't do much about it, in all fairness, and that made it 1-0. And Young Boys weren't playing too badly, and then Aaron Wan-Bissaka took a poor touch and went to tackle a player, but his foot, with his studs up, went over the ball and onto the Young Boys player's ankle, and it got a straight red card, and rightly so, in my opinion. It was a pretty nasty tackle. I don't mean like Wan-Bissaka definitely didn't mean it. It just happens. You go over the top of the ball sometimes. It was dangerous, but there was no intent to hit the player. But it was a red card. Now, this is where I think the game was lost for Manchester United. I felt Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's response to this, to take off Jadon Sancho when you've got Bruno Fernandes, Paul Pogba and Donny van de Beek on the pitch. Now, they are three similar positioned players. They don't all play the same position. They play slightly different roles, but similar positions. Whereas Jadon Sancho is the player with pace who can run with the ball going forward. In reality, he should have taken probably Donny van de Beek off. He should have kept Jadon Sancho on the pitch. So at half time, he then goes and takes Donny van de Beek off, but this time brings Raphael Varane on. So that made a three at the back with Varane, Lindelof and Maguire. And in midfield, there was Diego Dallo on the right, who came on for Sancho. Luke Shaw on the left, sort of, wing backs, not really midfielders. And who does that leave on the pitch? It left Ronaldo, Pogba, Bruno and Fred. So he's gone three at the back with a four with Fred and Pogba in midfield, Bruno's just in front, and then Ronaldo up front by himself. I just think he should have kept Jadon Sancho on, because he is the one player who can, in that team, who can run with the ball, beat a few players, and he didn't do it, and that's what cost United today. And in the second half, after Young Boys were putting United under constant pressure, there was no way for United to relieve that pressure. They got the goal through, I think it was a cross by Elliott, who I thought he was my man of the match tonight. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. It went across goal. It took a slight deflection, and I've forgotten the name of the player who managed to stick a leg out and deflect it in. Ungwame, something like that. I can't remember. And that made it 1-1. That was the equalising goal. And after this, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer took off Ronaldo and put Jesse Lingard on. Which I'm not entirely against that decision, but at the same time, Ronaldo all he needs is one opportunity. And in the end, Lingard was the player who made the mistake that won the game for Young Boys. It was a pretty crap back pass, and the striker just had to put it past David De Gea and did so. And that won it for Young Boys, made it 2-1. I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but when Ronaldo did get subbed off for Jesse Lingard, Ronaldo, like people think Ronaldo's the type of player to throw a tantrum when he gets subbed off. I don't think he's like he complains a lot. There was one point in the second half where he looked as though he was through on goal. The defender put pressure on him. For me, he didn't foul him, but Ronaldo sort of complained and started punching the ground to the referee. But he is a team player. As much as people like to make out he's just in it for himself, he's not. He plays for the team, and his job for the team is to score goals. He whispered something in Jesse Lingard's ear as Jesse Lingard came on. I wonder if it was get an assist, because Lingard certainly did that, just at the wrong end, unfortunately. But yeah, not a good start for Man United in the Champions League this season. But I would like to mention that the atmosphere from Young Boys fans tonight was absolutely amazing. Like on the TV, you could hardly hear the commentators. But yeah, brilliant start for Young Boys. You know that they were seen as the weakest side in the group, and they've got 3 points. And in the Champions League, if you're lucky, you can actually qualify with 5 or 6 points. You'd usually need 6 though to get through at the minimal. Like last season, I think Man United got 9 points, and it wasn't enough for them to go through. But 3 points, it's going to help Young Boys. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.